Hello and welcome to a new video. In this video, we will sum up nitrogen metabolism in a single diagram. So let's start. Nitrogen metabolism. As most of the nitrogen is available to us in the atmosphere, in the air. So let's start with the atmospheric nitrogen first. Atmospheric nitrogen. Let's draw a cozy box around it. So now we have atmospheric nitrogen. So how do we get nitrogen in a compound from this? This is a molecule in itself, but it is of no use to us if it is not given to us in an organic form. I know that nitrogen is an inorganic molecule, but ammonia as we know it is an organic molecule. So that's no issue. So first let us draw the chemical reactions from nitrogen to ammonia and ammonia to nitrates, the reaction which we are familiar with. So the familiar reaction is ammonia converting into nitrites and converting it into nitrates. Okay, so let me also put a box around this reaction. These are important reactions. So now we know that ammonia converts into nitrites and then it converts into nitrates and it gets converted back to the atmospheric nitrogen by some process, and that process is known as denitrification. So the denitrification is simply conversion of nitrates back into atmospheric nitrogen. So how do we get the nitrogen for making all these compounds like nitrates, nitrites and ammonia right here? We have to fix the atmospheric nitrogen to convert them into these forms. So for fixing the nitrogen, we have three possible routes. The first is the biological route, that is biological fixation. The second route is industrial, that is industrial fixation. The third route is electrical fixation. Now, biological and industrial fixations give us the end product of atmospheric nitrogen as ammonia. They give us ammonia. And electrical fixation gives us nitrates directly. So now, in the biological world, these nitrates are taken up by plants and they get added to the plant biomass. Animals eat these plants and the plant's biomass contributes to the animal's biomass. So plant biomass contributes to animal biomass. Now both of them decay. So it contributes to the decaying biomass. Now so what does the decaying biomass do? It degrades and converts itself back into simpler compounds, and these decaying biomasses get converted into ammonia, and the process is known as ammonification. And this step right here was uptake, because plants take up the nitrites and contribute to the animal's biomass and as well as decay themselves out, and animals' biomass also get decayed and by ammonification convert back into ammonia. Ammonia gets converted into nitrites, and then it goes again back to the atmosphere with the denitrification process, and the ammonia and the nitrogen again comes back to this cycle by fixation through biological, industrial, or electrical means. And this nitrogen cycle, right, like this we have here, from nitrogen compounds like ammonia to nitrates, all this happens in the soil. So we also term it as the soil nitrogen pool, because it's the pool of these compounds. The soil is the pool of these compounds. So that's it. That's nitrogen metabolism in one video, in one diagram. Thank you.